indeed I do. For it's an honor to serve each and every one of you 24/7, 365. And as we take a quick look at the top three major U.S. indexes, all three are in negative territory, with the Dow being down 20 points, S&P 500 down 0.20%, and the Nasdaq down 0.10%. Now, family members, I'd like for us to take a few moments here and evaluate a particular scene in the movie Casino. Now, you know the Martin Scorsese's hit movie in which Joe Pesci plays Nicky and Robert De Niro plays the part of Aces. And my favorite scene in that particular movie is when Nicky expounds on Ace's uncanny knack for picking winners. You see, Ace's secret to picking winners and the winning teams was finding out all the, quote, inside stuff that nobody else knew, end quote. Like, for instance, whether the quarterback was doing drugs or how the wind velocity was going to affect field goals on that day, the day of the game. All the way down to figuring out the different ways basketballs bounce off the various kinds of wood on the various surfaces of the basketball courts. And in the movie, if you remember, Aces went ahead and was analyzing the wood used on college basketball courts. Now, Ace's story was based on the true life of a guy named Frank Lefty Rosenthal, who was arguably the top bookmaker in America for decades. In fact, okay, I admire Rosenthal, not because of his illegal dealings, don't get me wrong, of which he had many, no, but because he had the utmost confidence in odds, and he understood the importance of stacking them in his favor. Okay? Now, I go the extra length to stack the odds in my favor when I'm trading and investing by laying on as much edge as I can in every single trade I take. Now, let me go back for a minute here. You see, I got my first taste of the market, the U.S. stock market, when I was but a mere 12 years old. My school had a field trip, in which we went to New York City and we spent the night there, and we went and visited the famed Wall Street. Okay? And once that happened, I was hooked. I started studying anything and everything I could about the markets. By the time I was 16 years old, I developed my own trading and investing system. And I would trade part-time after high school, or, you know, at my high school, if you were in advanced classes and you finished early, you could get out half a day. So I played sports, and I had to be at practice all day, you know, from 3 o'clock on, because back then we got out of school at 3:10. But I wouldn't have to go to school or stay in class after 12 noon because I was exempted out of the afternoon classes. So I used to trade, okay, back when I was 16 years old. But you got to be 18 years old to have an account. So my career guidance counselor, okay, one of the gentlemen that helped me get into Morehouse as an undergrad student, he was a graduate of Tuskegee Institute, and he knew about trading and investing, so he used to let me trade buying through his account, okay? And as I began to make more and more money, he stopped trading altogether, and he was like, Kenneth, you trade in my account. And I was able to hone my skills and my various strategies even before I would eventually go to work on Wall Street, okay? And after graduating, like I said, he got me into Morehouse, and then after graduating from undergrad school, a large Wall Street firm found out about me, and I went to trade for them on Wall Street. And my trades often had a risk of millions, sometimes tens of millions of dollars at a time. Now, the stakes were high, but I loved it because I was blessed by the ancestors and the Creator to do exceedingly well. Now, I was doing this while I was also going to grad school pursuing my PhD degree. So I was learning from an academic standpoint and from a practical standpoint of how they get the PAID in the markets. Now, while I was on Wall Street, I saw all kinds of trading strategies done and implemented by the best. But I soon realized one thing, and that one thing, listeners, is that the best way to get PAID quickly was to trade around earnings reports and earnings announcements. So I got to working. I got to creating a drill down system, eventually coming up with what we utilize now in the ATWWI Wealth Institute called our ATWWI Wealth Institute ER drill down. And with it, I was constantly booking 20, 40, 75, even 100% profit on positions, okay, in a matter of days. Now, in short, our ATWWI Wealth Institute drill down is an excellent barometer that you can utilize to determine whether or not a company is likely to beat or miss earnings estimates. Now, like Ace and Lefty in the movie Casino, you should always be looking for the quote-unquote inside stuff that makes traders want to trade on the position, but also the inside stuff that most traders are overlooking. Investors often take analyst recommendations. Listen to me. Whether they should buy or sell or hold at face value on a position. But what I've learned, that so many traders and investors around the world, millions of them, what I've learned that they overlook is the details. Okay? You see, when you look at the details of an analyst report, they really tell you a much different story. If you know what to look for and know not to major on the minor, these details can spell big opportunities for you to get PAID consistently. What makes our earnings drill down system so different is that we analyze the analyst. Let me repeat that. What makes our earnings drill down so different is that in the Wealth Institute, we analyze the analysts. Rather than sift through thousands of pages of data ourselves, we let the analysts do the work and then examine their actions leading up to the ER release. And we get PAID, family. Going back 1 month, 2 months, 3 months on our ER analysis. Okay? Checking your average daily volume versus the day's volume. Reading the analyst recommendations, okay? Then turning around and looking for the 52-week high. Looking for your facing opportunities. I can go on and on. Wealth Institute family members, you know what I'm talking about. Essentially, we are analyzing the analysts. You see, basically what we do is we figure out the tell-all of the good analysts, compare them against a series of the technical indicators, okay, like the 52-week high, maybe the 20-day run-up, or whatever the case may be, and then we figure out which companies are likely to beat or miss, and we don't care. We don't care. If we think it's going to beat, upon completion of appropriate drill, even with a call, we get paid as a position runs to the upside. We think the position is going to fall. It's not going to beat. It's going to miss earnings. No problem. Put option. Get PAID, underline stop moves to the downside, catapult up, put option to the upside, and we get PAID. Bull bear, we don't care. So what you can glean, what you can learn from that movie Casino is this. Be like aces. Study all of the supporting parameters pertaining to a position. How close is it to its 52-week high? What's the average daily volume versus that particular day's volume? What are the analysts saying, pro or con? We don't care because we can monetize it, whether or not it's to the upside or to the downside, whether or not it's good information or bad information coming out pertaining to the position. And pay attention to whether or not there are any other salient factors that are specific to that particular position. Be aces of the movie Casino, and you will get PAID. Family members and listeners alike, keep a Arithmetic. Don't you dare ever attempt to make it trigonometry, and you will get PAID consistently. It's just that simple. And family members, you must understand and understand that it's in the mind. That's where you obtain your liberation. For the mind controls the behind.